Culturally, it's a project with the objective to design and to build positive energy buildings. It means buildings with positive energy balance with a very high indoor environmental qualities.
The Italian demo case consists of 3 buildings. Building A, that is with standard Casa Clima A, but it's built as a reference building. 2 other buildings that are the case, the Italian case, so building B and C, and these 2 buildings are set up with all the modern technologies that are requested from the projects. So we have 3 buildings, and we will compare the consumptions of the 2 demo cases with the reference buildings, and they are set in Castenaso, that is 15,000 inhabitant city in the north of Bologna. It has a lot of green parks and well connected to Bologna. So we are building these 13 flats as a demo case, and then comparing it with the referring building that I said, demo A.
The plus energy building is not the standard in Europe and in my country as well, in Italy. I mean, it is not the standard, not a requirement, just approved the new version of the European directive on energy performance in buildings, and in the directive they are mentioned buildings that produce more energy than they use. So, I mean, it is not the standard, not a requirement, but something that is mentioned in this policy. So I guess something that will become part of the market. So producing energy from renewable sources that could be found locally. So exploiting technologies like PV or natural ventilation or air movement in order to reduce the cooling demand. So the main aim is the user's well-being and then using as much as possible renewable energy to reduce the energy balance. And it is also important because of this concept of energy community. So if you would like to establish an energy community, you need energy production. So for existing buildings, it's difficult to have a positive energy balance. So the chance to build a new building with a positive energy balance could be also useful for the concept of energy community.
We will evaluate key performance figures of the demonstration buildings in the 4 geoclusters. It is very important to evaluate the energy efficiency of those buildings, of course, but also other aspects such as the indoor environmental quality, the environmental impacts, economic impacts, and also social impacts.
In the Culturally project, we have developed the AWS, or Active Window System. In the Italian demo, the adaptive frame provides an improvement of overall energy efficiency of the window around 30% compared to the Italian standard. The frame has been adapted to solve the thermal bridges and guarantee air tightness and water tightness. And we also integrate a smart shading system that can manage the internal light and avoid overheating during the summer season.
The house management system, or the HMS, we have created. It's kind of tool that provides a user-centric, cloud-based solution to promote efficient energy use, not only for end users, tenants, but also for building owners, building managers. So the mission is to get involved all the different stakeholders in the building operation and the building energy use among the different, let's say, phases of operation.
In Culturally project, VORTICE is technological providers with smart air movement for thermal comfort. The technology is based on a ceiling fan system composed by one or more fans and by a remote control connected each other point to point by a mesh network. The remote control read a few indoor variables as a temperature and humidity and produce a variation on ceiling fan running speed.
Actually, we found out that people are a bit scared of these new technologies. So you have to be very clear and find the right way to explain that it's not something you can't manage. You can manage it.
With culturally projects, for sure we understand that energy efficiency and sustainability are really broad issue and topics. For sure, it's an objective one, but it's also strictly linked to the people and the places where we are working. We must build the places where we can feel good, and this cannot be disconnected to the specific way of living of the people of that communities and that territories.
We decided to create a cloud middleware that could, let's say, integrate all the different data sources into one. Not only data sources, but also what we call data sinks, because we are able not only to collect data but also to send actuation rules to the different systems. And the protocol we followed was basically based on MQTT for a secure and reliable communication with the different systems. We ensure a robust and real-time synchronized system between the building management system and the HMS, which is running in the cloud.
26 ceiling fan systems will be implemented on Italian demo case in Castenaso.
I must say that working on an European project is complex. So you need a very long time to study the new technologies, to find out if they are okay for your situation, and you need also a lot of time to see the results, to evaluate them and to communicate them. But I think it's a great occasion to go further. I mean, we think as a cooperative to do something very good while building houses, but we have seen that we can go further and obtain better results for preventing climate change, of course.
This project started some years ago, and we all experienced let's say, COVID and the economic crisis and increase of the market prices. So
there has been a lot of challenges because we had to consider many technological solutions altogether, and these solutions were not easy to couple in some occasions, and so the main challenge was to consider a holistic approach, considering everything together.
So it means that I mean, in between all these issues, we were able to overcome and to define, let's say, interesting way to face these difficulties. And so now we can, let's say, have, as I said, interesting technologies and also methods in order to replicate what we what we did in other cases. So using our concepts and our methodologies in order to define the positive energy building and make, let's say, possible this way to produce well-being for people living in building. And maybe the last point is related to co-benefits. So it's not only the energy balance, there are also other benefits that could be valuable for the final users and make interesting these kind of buildings. So it's not only to save energy, but also to live better at your home.
I think with this project we learned a lot, and we are learning that you really need to consider many different aspects when designing and dealing with this kind of positive energy buildings, and cultural aspects are of key importance, as we have noticed. And yes, I think we need to go forward in this direction to learn more about it.